Mnisi wemvula lo kwata kwathi mafumba phopha umthamo nyembezi into thona zemfuna phansi amaphela thile uTonto mzimcela ukhizi noma ehamba noma bathi kudluka mkhumbi ngoba usithela amagumgedlela thina sifuna ukubona amagumgedlela Theo uyawazi amagumgedlela.
Hey, I wish you know what you just said. I wish you can say it in Setswana or so. That would be so lovely.
It would. Mafikizolo, greatest African duo in history, I tell you, with millions of viewers on YouTube. BET Award nominations are in the bag, multi-platinum selling, with over 2 decades of incredible success. The two of you meeting at a talent show in the early 90s is a beautiful thing. And the transition, of course, towards Ikalawa Jasmine Records with your music such as Nkohla, there was Ihamba Nawe, there was Sibongile, and many more, cementing your artistry as the lifeblood of every wedding, gathering, and good memories for millions around the continent. Mafikizolo, Nkohla, Theo, senamukela la 2000 yaphila. It's so beautiful to see you.
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw Theo, I bumped into him at some mall.
Yeah, no.
By chance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's been such a long time.
And it was a long time.
Yeah,
you know?
because when I see you,
yes,
it reminds me of those days, you know, when you were during that days of that particular radio station.
The youth station.
The youth station. It's those times where we were enjoying Ikwaito and Afropop and everything was buzzing. Hey, those years, man. Those years were amazing. I know the 2000s are enjoying themselves and stuff, but we used to have our own time, our years as well, our own fun and our own music and our own culture. Yeah. And we enjoyed our own culture and music and everything.
Oh, indeed. Nkohla, take us to the beginning. I think this collaboration sort of sparked off. It was Rensamo, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's where it all started. He started at Theo's home, actually, at the garage. So we,
Yes. Okay.
So so we're one of those bands that started out rehearsing in the garage, and but at the time, obviously, we were just miming. You know, going to different local competitions, and you know, I was doing your Tony Braxtons and so forth, and Theo was with a boy band, and then and because I was so good, and I was so fly, he was like, "Can you come join our crew?"
Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
That's when really it all started.
Yeah. Now the transition now to say, Uguti, you guys have seen talent within each other, Theo, perhaps, and to say now we need to take it a step up. We need to possibly record this because this is kind of working.
Yeah, I guess it started with a dream, you know, and I think it's talent. You know, God's timing is always perfect. I remember, like Nkohla just mentioned, you know, we were just youth and young people actually enjoying ourselves.
Yes.
And in the youth club and stuff. But I've always wanted to be a songwriter, you know, because I used to compose music, write music, but I didn't know how to grow as a songwriter, because back in the days we didn't have knowledge of publishing and stuff, that you would work for a publishing company, and in the publishing company you will get to write for different musicians. So for me to start a band was also a passion, but it was a way of giving me a platform to write within the band. You know, so with me meeting Nkohla and everybody abandoning us, the team that we were working with us, and feeling like this thing is not
you know, like in the beginning it was like 8 of you, and then
and then it grows smaller and smaller, and people like, thank you guys, it seems like you guys want to be serious about this.
And then there were 3, you know, ultimately there were 3.
No, actually it ended up with the 2 of us,
with the 2 of you,
and then later on, only after getting a record deal.
Where's Debza?
Yes, Debza was then introduced to the band.
Was introduced. I think we held on, though, even though we did it for a while, until I said to Nkohla, like, I think we should step it up, you know, a bit and try it out. You know, say let's do something. Let's you know, do what we need to do, required to do a demo and pass it on to different people and stuff like that. So we luckily, I was still in Boston City campus, you know, the first time it was, you know, opened and stuff. I was at school also doing journalism. Louis Porter, that one. The Fresh knows about it as well.
Next
that
was
one.
Africa Records.
Exactly.
We used to buy records there.
Yes. No, so I also wanted to be a
Yes.
radio presenter, but
Yeah.
I think, meeting different people at Radio Campus, because I was doing radio presenting. Luckily, I met someone who knew someone who was in the industry, and that person knew Oskido. So that's how we met. And then, after doing a demo, pass it on to her. She passed it on to Oscar, and then the rest was history. And then they introduced us to Utebza.
And what people don't know is that Theo didn't want to sing. I literally had to force him because he was like, behind the scene. He's like, no.
Baby
Mina,
face.
I want to be like Quincy Jones. You guys sing, like no.
Oh, that's a big vision. But Ntanhla, your voice is so distinct, and I must say distinct in as far as I think Umamle Tambul, a distinct voice. That's different from any other.
Yeah.
Where do you pick this up from? I mean, Ekaya.
Yeah.
It is so distinct. You sing one note and someone knows Ntanhla.
Yeah. Most definitely. I think I got it from my dad. Really, I think I got it from my dad. And also, my voice is very authentically Nguni, like Zulu, Xhosa, like I've got that raw
in a
voice.
scene to man, in a scene to man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can hear it when I sing.
Correct.
Especially Zulu and Xhosa songs, and when we have to do like an Afro house track.
Yes.
That's when you really see, and that's where I believe that I'm most comfortable because that comes naturally for me.
All right. Before we go to a break, just quickly, your list of musicians that you look at and you marvel at. Let's start with you, Ntanhla, yeah?
You know what? I don't remember what I wrote on my list, but whatever I wrote on my list, because there's a lot. There's a lot of them. And obviously
you've got the soil here. You've got Inkabi Zezo that you're loving, I guess, at the moment.
Yes.
Intaba yase Dubai.
Yes.
Yakho isintu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
most definitely. That's my type of song.
Theo, Wena?
I think me, I've always been like a guy who likes things that are yummy, that are, dance, exciting, fun and stuff,
I like the word yummy.
Yeah, yummy, like fun. Like, I don't know how to put it, but I like
Flavor,
things like that.
flavor.
I like things that are very easy, even how I write very easy, very catchy, so I like songs like that, they're still South African. I enjoy them, but they've got that Afro-pop element, but it's still danceable.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And of course, your list was something like Bongo Muffin, Bolisiho, Jazelle Brothers, that kind of stuff. Java, you're digging as well. What would life be without music? Let's get real for a second. In good and bad times, music gets us through. Whether it's at a braai ishisanyama or just supper with the loved ones, great food and memorable music allows us to shine together as one. This is why White Star supports Mzansi musicians. They're facing challenges in these difficult times, and White Star as well as Radio 2000 would like to shine the light on their experience. Join the conversation on the Drive Connection every Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. where musicians will talk about their highs, lows, and who inspires them, and how we can all keep their lights shining. Keep shining, Shiner. Get White Star. 0605842250. Interact. That's that voice note number. And of course, you can call direct in studio on 086000 2479. This is Radio 2000. It's a Drive Connection. Siashana, get White Star.
June 1976, a group of South African students launched a peaceful protest which shook the world. Youth have the power to change societal norms. Use your power in the fight against sexual abuse. Speak up. Use your voice. Call *134 *7355 # and select Speak Up.
This is an SABC initiative.
You can't talk about South African music history without mentioning Brown Dash.
People got to hear of Brown Dash on Kukanga Madolo by Mzegezego. that was the first time in a Kwaito perspective they said it's fine.
SABC1 remembers Brown Dash on Certified Classics this Sunday at 9 p.m. SABC1.
Action in Group G of the FIFA Women's World Cup will wrap up on a high note when African champs challenge European giants Italy. Who will dictate terms? Italy, Mzansi's Banyana Banyana. Witness every game-changing moment of the FIFA Women's World Cup. South Africa confronts Italy on Sunday, 2 August at 8:30 a.m. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4, OpenView 124, SABC 1 and SABC radio stations. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Sisonke, together for the greatest game. SABC Sport is the official broadcaster of the FIFA Women's World Cup Australia New Zealand 2023. For the love of the game.
On air, online, and on your mobile. This is Radio 2000 Traffic.
Very good afternoon. Let's kick this Friday drive time traffic off with a look at the N1 South. It's very heavy getting through Buccleuch down towards Ravonia. It's a crash at the Ravonia exit. Now you'll feel that queue on the N1 South coming through Midrand before you even sort of get into Buccleuch. So that's how bad it is off the N1 Midrand through Buccleuch and down towards Ravonia Road. Also a stationary truck coming in from the airport at the R24 N12 merge. That traffic's pretty heavy as well. Queue's almost back as far as the Barber Road exit. And if you think about a trip through Midrand, a breakdown at Allendale on the M1 North just causing a backlog as you head up towards the New Road exit. Now, the biggest queue around the country without any equal today is the N3, leaving Pietermaritzburg towards Durban. It has been backed and stacked for most of today. Now, the current situation is a queue that extends from the bottom of Pietermaritzburg from Market Road all the way down through to Amlas Road. There's various trucks that are broken down in the construction zone, dropping the highway down to one lane. So Market Road all the way to Amlas Road. It is a big queue and reasonably big volumes as well if you're on your way to Durban. Cape Town, a bit of pressure on the Half Bay Main Road, just on the Half Bay side of Constantia Neck today. Something's obviously happened down there to queue things up. And the N2 out through Somerset West and Gordons Bay, very slow. Again, it's Friday weekend bodies plus multiple traffic light faults causing delays along the N2 corridor.
Celebrate Mzansi's musicians with White Star. When it's time to shine, shine on your White Star.
motlana ga ke itse sepe bo tlhogo putso ba lekile ga re tela ntshipetso tlhoka la tsela tsela e motsopo di ana ka tsa tlholo tsela khopo se ja mephato e tsile le tsholo bo morwalo se le dirwa fela but this here motswako is we get tarantella I can buy back like a tarantula le se ja tlhapi se ra aparetse go ya botsetsi ba lela se ana marena go ya bogosi le bo se mamba ipala mabala tsena fe opela dikoma rurwe
That is cool. Usifake ezozweni. Ezozweni ufaka ama-specs. It's a classic. As soon as it came on, I saw Theo wanting to just bust a move. Yeah, kusavuma Theo. Busting those moves.
More than it. I was dancing for the president
oh, that's
the
wonderful.
other time.
Yes.
So, former president Kgalema Motlanthe.
Yes.
Hey, I'm fine. I saw you going down like this and this and this. So I was laughing. And it was funny because they were just sitting in the front, very close.
Yeah.
And you keep looking at them, but you're not really sure that you want to look at them.
Right.
And the song is moving us like, you know what? I'm letting
I'm
myself
doing
go.
my thing.
I'm doing my thing. And they were laughing. Like, let me do my thing.
I'll cruise when I'm done. Also good job.
You know what? That's when I take a back step and I let the brother do his thing, man. You know, who can compete with you? I mean, no one.
I love it. But I was saying, Klanta, I mean, what an era.
Yeah.
Muffin, Tatiscope, you guys, within that era as well.
And in the same stable.
In the same stable. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Family.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And we were such big fans. I remember at the time, and Bongo Muffin had bodyguards. And I remember we went to this one show because we were still on the come up, you know.
Yes,
so we went to this one show and
Mafikizolo.
Yeah, and Bongo Muffin was in the bus, and we wanted to go say hi, and the bodyguard stopped us. And we were like,
the bodyguard,
we're in the same stable. We know these people, you know, we know.
Are you talking about Umpo?
Umpo was the bodyguard.
He was, and I think it was like 2 or something.
Umpo, remember
and they wouldn't allow us to, to go say hi.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And and I think with Galawa, what was beautiful about Galawa was that we were truly just one big family. Like when you were in the studio and someone happens to come by and you're recording, if they feel like, I can actually throw in something, and they would come in and so they would take your song from where it is to the next level, and that's how it was.
But then you guys managed to get some sort of an entourage and body. I remember, I don't know whether it was Mahikeng or something like that. I remember they were just crowds around your bus, and you needed to get on stage. Waphumu Julia so Jimpama waishala ukuvulindlela ukuthi kuvuleke. I thought, wow. That was Julius at the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it's always overwhelming because you never know what to expect,
Right.
when you get to the show, and their love has just been so amazing that before actually Mafikizolo made it, we've seen so many people before us get that kind of treatment, and we've always just thought, would we ever get there? Because we felt like it was taking forever, and with Tebe and so forth, and and when you performing, when you're at the same show with these big acts,
Boom Shaka at the time, they were big,
and people are shouting the names of their favorites, and you just like one day they're gonna shout Mafikizolo.
And did they do it, Isaac? Did they do it? Right?
I must admit, they've never been credited for staff.
Staff.
When they came, we were in high school. Iloto, when it came, the red turtlenecks, everyone started dressing like that.
Yes.
And then we grew still on your music up to Undenza Antoni, as far as Mlanjen and so forth. Then Cheleteli Davido.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever feel you are taken seriously or treasured or honored for such a non-perishable catalog event?
We actually don't feel pressure to ask for recognition. We feel if it has to come, it will come.
Because you still feel fresh.
Yeah, but I'm glad that your sister radio as well honored us with Dr. Esther Mahlangu's
wonderful
award, and it's a great thing and a great feeling, and basically a humbling thing to be honored whilst you're still alive, because there are great legends who passed on who were never honored, so we feel very grateful for that particular award. Yeah.
Shining a White Star, Mafikizolo in the studio. 0605842250. Those voice notes can come through, or 0860002479. It's time we catch up with the latest headlines.
Celebrate Mzansi's musicians with White Star. When it's time to shine, shine on Get White Star.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Thanks, Paul. Good afternoon. I'm Evelyn Dongwani. In the headlines, the Western Cape Disaster Management Centre is putting measures in place to deal with what is predicted to be a very cold weekend in the Western Cape. And police say the National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure comprising SAPS, the SANDF and the State Security Agency has put plans in place to ensure a safe and secure Netball World Cup in Cape Town. And finally, shareholders at the 103rd Annual Ordinary General Meeting of the Reserve Bank in Pretoria have voted in favour of 4 resolutions, including the appointment of the BDO SA and the reappointment of Sizwe Nzaluba Gobodo and Grant Thornton as the independent external auditors for the 2023 and 24 financial year. Details at 5.
Get it first on your mobile, on the web, and on your dial. This is Radio 2000 Sport.
Good afternoon in your sport. Oh, what a time to be alive. What a time to be African. What a time to be South African. We are at the Cape Town International Convention Center where the World Cup has started. It is the opening ceremony that is currently going on. And what you're hearing in the background is Press. You know Press. The artist, he's singing to the crowd right now. But I want to describe what's on stage behind Oppress. We've got all our cultures, beautiful as they are, represented on the stage. I'm talking about Abapedi, Xhosa regalia, Isindebele on the stage. A young girl wearing isiZulu from top to bottom, looking ever so glorious, so beautiful. I'm lost for words to describe, but I'll tell you, I've got goosebumps right now. Just proud to be South African, proud to be African, as South Africa once again is trusted by the world to host yet another global showpiece. Earlier on stage we had Joey Rustine, poet Lebo Mashile in all her glory, delivering a heartfelt, warm poem. I've got Rachel Makura on the side, a host of Weekend Sport. Rachel,
yep.
What a moment.
What a moment. You summed it up nicely, Lonwabo. A moment to be African, and look at how the world is now watching us, right?
Yeah.
As we bring this World Cup, and many are touting this to be likely the best World Cup, the best Netball World Cup ever hosted, and by South Africa. And we're in the midst of some of the best players in the world as well. I mean, I was seeing Jiva Menton, my right, one of the greatest netball players to ever play for England. Over 100 caps for England, is playing for England and will be part of the proceedings later on when they take on Barbados. Joe Weston, Australia is here. We saw how they dominated that match earlier on against Zimbabwe. New Zealand are also here. Indeed, what a moment for Africa, what a moment for South Africa. I met a president of Netball South Africa, also there in the background, sitting alongside the Deputy President of South Africa, Mr. Paul Mashatile. It talks about the magnitude, how important this moment is for South Africa.
Very important moment it is. And you know, as the media, Rachel, we'll write stories. We'll write about, oh my gosh, the disorganization. Oh my gosh, did you hear this? Did you hear that? But I tell you something. Earlier on this morning, when we saw the first ball, you know, when the first game started, it all came together.
Yep.
You know, no one could tell what is happening behind the scenes, because at the end of the day, what matters is the play on the court and the fact that the fans are enjoying netball.
Let's talk about the fans. How many fans are here at the moment?
Oh, listen.
It's a packed arena.
Packed arena, full to the brim.
Full to the brim.
Colorful.
It gives us an indication of Lonwabo, when South Africa gets on court at 6 p.m. this evening, they will have the thousands of fans here supporting South Africa. And we saw how when they came out as the last team to be introduced onto the stage, how the arena erupted in so much joy and so much elation, right? Bongiwe Msomi leading this team for the very first time as captain at a World Cup. She's been captain at the Quad Series, she was captain at the Commonwealth Games, but this is the moment that she's been waiting for, captaining the Spar Proteas at World Cup.
It's all live on SABC2. If you are able to watch on TV, catch it live on SABC2 right now. President of Netball South Africa, Cecilia Molokwane, on stage giving her delivery. A little later, South Africa take on Wales. Rachel, myself, and SABC Sport analyst Umam Skosana. We're here and we're bringing you all the action live from the courtside, Cape Town International Convention Center. It's where it should be. Paul, you and Mafikizolo should be here right now, enjoying and celebrating with us.
I'll tell you what, Lonwabo, we're watching the TV on silent, and your commentary, guys, is just so beautiful. You just, putting us in the picture. We almost feel like we're there and a part of this wonderful ceremony, 2023 Netball World Cup. It's Radio 2000, our music, your memories. What would life be without music? Let's get real for a second. Good times and bad times, music gets us through. Whether it's at a braai, shisanyama, or just supper, nabangani. Great food and memorable music allows us to just shine together as one. This is why White Star supports Mzansi musicians. They're facing challenges, amaning in these difficult times. And White Star, as well as Radio 2000, would like to shine the light on their experiences. Join the conversation on the Drive Connection. It happens every Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. where musicians will talk about their highs, their lows, who inspires them, and how we can all help keep their lights shining. Keep shining a White Star.
Save a winner, save a more, save a winner, save a more. Birthday if we get
Swipe and save on our unbeatable birthday deals. Like 800 gram 3 coffee refill pack for $89.99 and 2 120-gram packs of Simba chips for 30 Rand. Celebrate with ShopRite's low price birthday and save a win. Save a more. Valid until 6 August. Only at ShopRite.
Children with conditions that affect the immune system may be eligible for the COVID-19 pediatric vaccine. If your child is between 5 and 11 years and attends healthcare services on a regular basis, they may just qualify. Ask your healthcare professional. Give your child the added protection their bodies may need right now. Want to know more? Call the National Health Hotline on 0800 029 999. That's 0800 029 999. Or WhatsApp help to 0600 123 456.
You've seen the masks, sang along to the performances. Now it's your chance to see and meet the masks, the panel of detectives, and your host, Pops. Join in on the fun on Saturday the 29th of July at Menlyn Mall from 12 till 3 p.m. Get your detective juices flowing and see if you can guess which famous faces will be singing behind the masks. Think you're brave enough to grace the stage? Then sign up for the karaoke session and you could walk away with some awesome prizes. So, open up with S3.
Action in Group G of the FIFA Women's World Cup will wrap up on a high note when African champs challenge European giants Italy. Who will dictate terms? Italy or Mzansi's Banyana Banyana? Witness every game-changing moment of the FIFA Women's World Cup. South Africa confronts Italy on Sunday, 2 August at 8:30 a.m. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4, OpenView 124, SABC 1 and SABC radio stations. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Sisonke, together for the greatest game. SABC Sport is the official broadcaster of the FIFA Women's World Cup Australia New Zealand 2023. For the love of the game.
Celebrate Mzansi's musicians with White Star. When it's time to shine, shine like your White Star.
Sengizokuthengela umbhayibhayi wethu udubula intaba khona uzokubona njalo 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 sengizokuthengela umbhayibhayi wethu udubula intaba zangakini khona uzokubona njalo 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 uzongibona njalo uzongibona tembala njalo uzongibona njalo 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 uzongibona tembala njalo uzongibona njalo 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 phelo wami uphethe ingalanga into ongayazi uphethe inyakanya into leyamanzi lesisiphalaphala noba benzonda bembeka amabala umenga ngithanda iphoye indaba kaba usuyazama intombi engalakathi ave ngikhuluma njalo njalo oh njalo sengizokuthengela umbhayimbayi wethala udule indaba zangakini khona uzongibona njalo 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 uzongibona njalo uzongibona tembala njalo uzongibona njalo 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 uzongibona tembala njalo uzongibona njalo 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 umqabula sheshe ngizokulobola ngeshikile awuphethize le ntombi emhlophe ushikile isibhuqabhuqa inyama mnandishikini ngayiqhuba namanje siyekini phethe umbayimbayi sokama nabahleli shaya iphelele labafana badeli ngeke ukipite ungangijwayezi namashende funa kikiza la ikhaya kumamatende otubula 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 tembala otubula
That's a beautiful combination. Shining a White Sound Radio 2000. Inkab Zezwe Umba Imbai. What can you say about these two young musicians and this collaboration, if you will?
Again, I'm gonna go back to authenticity. You know, once you embrace your roots and you are proud about where you come from and who you are, and you're not willing to change for nobody, especially in the industry that we're in, you know, where you could easily be influenced by other people or even, you know, record companies and so forth.
Sure.
And you decide, this is me, this is who I am, take me as I am. And you come in and you do amazing things. You know, I think that's what people want, that's what people love.
Yes.
You know, and it actually comes through in your music, you know, when you sound original.
Authentic.
And authentic. People can actually hear, you know, you connect your voice, your music, your sound, everything just connects. And when you're listening as a listener, everything just makes sense. Whether you are Motswana, Muzulu, and you're listening to this song and you're just like, wow.
It's a beautiful song, indeed. And Theo, you agree? Yeah?
I agree.
Yeah,
I believe also, you know, in the power of collaborations. You know, it has worked for a lot of artists, and I'll still continue to encourage young people to collaborate, not only within, you know, their you know, friends or colleagues that they know, but they should also, you know, do these collaborations outside, you know, outside the stable, outside of South Africa. And the technology allows them to even, you know, take it even further, you know, do the collaborations with international acts. They might not be the big names, you know. And when I talk about collaboration, I'm not only talking about, you know, musicians to musicians, you know, collaborations with producers. Producers can collaborate with other producers as well to enhance their sound and stuff. Songwriters as well. Collaboration, you know, it does work. So you'll never grow beyond where you are if you don't, you know, take those chances to collaborate so that you can be a global, you know, a global artist.
Let's just go back to some fallen South African artists that somehow meant a lot. I'm talking Lebo Matosa, TK, Ricky Rick, aka I'm talking Utebza, who was part of you know, you guys as well. Miriam Makeba, Hugh Masekela. I can go on, you know. we've lost so many artists that have been meaningful within us and within our musicality. Do you guys ever reflect about those that we've lost in as far as artists, especially those you looked up to?
You know what? Most definitely. I mean, just the other day with some of my friends, we were speaking about the late Lebo Mathosa, and we're watching some of the Beyonce clips from her tour. And, we're saying how she was Beyonce before we knew Beyonce as a solo artist.
Indeed.
How her presence was just amazing. And I remember one of beginning of the Summer Awards, it was, I don't remember the year.
Yeah.
But she was nominated and she won. And you know how the nominees would sit in the front so that when you're being called out, then it's easy for you to get on stage. And Lebo decided to go sit right at the back, with the audience right at the back. And she was wearing this fair hair. Her hair was white.
I remember
and
that look.
she just looked magnificent. And she walked. I remember that walk when she walked from back there going on stage. It was phenomenal, the whole experience. And she was just like that, anytime she walked on stage. So, time and again, we do go back and think about those artists, and we think mostly about what would they be doing now if they were here,
Man.
Yeah,
it's Radio 2000, our music, your memories. Now, Mlanjeni is one song that both of you like, isn't it?
we love a lot of songs from Mafikizolo.
Yeah, but Mlanjeni, I'm told is one that is special for you guys. You love all your babies.
Yeah,
all within the 9 albums.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's hard to choose. You can never say this one is my favorite child.
You can never say that.
Yeah.
No, I was told you guys could give us an a cappella sort of version.
Oh, yeah. I think the one that we really but you already played, because we like performing it live. Mastogo's is something that we really like, but we are so spoiled because we like playing with our keyboard players, like
Babyface,
those
come on,
melodies, like come on, Spoo, wherever you are, like you should have had your keyboard right there, so that we're so much like perfectionist in a way that we want our sound to sound amazing. But we can do Mastokos. We can do.
Yeah, you go. I'll harmonize.
Yeah.
Mastokos esithandwa sami. Ding ding ding. Mina nawe siqedwe iminyaka. Mastokos esithandwa sami. Mina nawe siqedwe iminyaka.
Mina nawe sisazwana. Owazange wangiphoqa futhi azange wangikrosa. Ulisoka lamaso ayebo.
Now we're becoming the soil now.
Isaac,
you can join us with Barathon.
This gets us 45 rand now. But honestly, a lot of people work hard and never get time to work on themselves.
Yeah.
And egos will always come in between. You guys look younger than us now.
I tell you, everybody, they look fresh.
Yeah,
so
fresher than us.
So fresh.
Younger than us. How did you keep it for so long? I mean, and not even think of saying, but still come back and keep it.
Yeah,
to the basics.
It's people always, should know the foundation is very important to how we started and everything. It's always been a brother, sister, friend relationship.
Yes.
Before we even got the record deal. I remember there were even days when we were hoping that we'll be signed at a particular year, and we were not signed, and we started a business of selling hair products together. We were trying to survive.
Black like me.
The secrets are coming out. So we went through a lot together, you know, and by the time we got into the music industry and we were signed, you know, the bond was already there, you know. There was a time, I don't know, was it 2008 or so, if I'm not mistaken, when we decided to do our own individual solo projects. But after the solo projects, we came
2013,
back
you were back together
to reunite.
again.
And one of the best album from Mafikizolo was the Reunited album, you know, where people, you know, thought, will they make a comeback? And we came back with Nkohla.
Hold that thought. We're going to talk more about that on the other side.
At Specsavers, we're committed to offering affordable and professional eye care. That's why we're offering 1,500 Rand off with our winter promotion. Get a free frame up to the value of 1,500 Rand or use the 1,500 Rand on one of our leading lens enhancements. To qualify, purchase a comprehensive eye examination and prescription frame and lenses. Book online or call your nearest store today. Specsavers, for affordable eye care and a whole lot more.
T's and C's apply. The Atlas Lionesses and the Coffee Growers will collide in a tough Group H battle, with all eyes on the massive 3 points. Witness every game-changing moment of the FIFA Women's World Cup. Morocco versus Colombia on Thursday, 3 August at 11:30 a.m. Live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4, OpenView 124, S3, and SABC radio stations. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Sisonke, together for the greatest game. SABC Sport is the official broadcaster of the FIFA Women's World Cup Australia New Zealand 2023. For the love of the game.
This July, SABC1 introduces an update to the primetime schedule. We start the weekend with music and vibes on hashtag It's a Vibe. Deal or No Deal with Katlego Mabo at 7:30 p.m. And we end off Friday with a karate chop of the Kung Fu movies at 9 p.m. Every Friday, see on with SABC1. Mzansi for sure.
Celebrate Mzansi's musicians with White Star. When it's time to shine, shine on get White Star.
Hey, Gorobela, love potion. It's Mafikizolo on Radio 2000 Hour Music. Your memories, hashtag shining a White Star, hashtag keep shining, hashtag the drive connection. Now, you were saying, Theoguti, 2008, you went on to do your own things, but then 2013, you were back again. And it so happens that that album that you recorded on the comeback, it has been your biggest.
One of our biggest,
right.
Because then by that time, you know, we needed to come back with something very strong, and the sound has changed in the music industry by then. And we were very blessed to have a very, you know, young, talented, you know, producers, you know, with for the likes of DJ Maporitza and Uhuru, you know. Oscar introduced us to the new team to say, like, you know, you guys, I want you to work with the young and upcoming.
And boy, did they give you that spark, right?
Definitely.
Oh, man.
Definitely.
Okay, we've got a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
I'm good, and how are you?
We are good.
We're with Mafikizolo. Go ahead.
Dumelambo Gogos.
Hello, Gogo. Hey, Gogo.
How are you, the Gogos?
There's only one Gogo I know.
They'll tell you when I say the Gogos, ask them for the
There's only one Gogo we know.
yes, they'll tell you. I just wanted to say congratulations for both of you guys for the milestone that you've achieved in your lives. And for me, it's such an honor to work with you over the years because you guys are collaborators, you know. And I remember it was 2014 when you guys asked me to style you for the BET Awards in LA. And boom, when we were there, I mean, these guys, I tell you, they were all over. Like they were trending on Vogue magazine everywhere.
Wow.
And that's how Mafikizolo has been. They don't only collaborate in fashion, but they collaborate in music and they collaborate in business and they collaborate in a whole lot of things. But because I come from a business sphere, I enjoy working with them when it comes to fashion, especially with Nkohla because she's my best friend and we work together a lot. There's one thing that can I tell you a gossip about
This is Ntato the stylist, everybody. Ntato the stylist.
Me and Nkohla, like we love fashion. Both of them, they love fashion, but me and Nkohla, we are crazy about fashion. We can talk about fashion from here to Timbuktu.
Okay.
But we gossip, gossip, and we love, and when we gossip, guess what we gossip about? Fashion. The whole night, we keep fashion.
Leratam goes.
Yeah, Ratam goes, mara what fashion. Like
Fashion police.
Otherwise, fashion police. Maybe the Grammy Awards, this is what, and we plan our next looks as well as Mafikizolo and Nkohla for NN Vintage.
Tato, thank you so much for getting on the line and just giving us a different perspective on these two right here. Thank you so much. And your work as well is beautiful work. We love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Ntati. Is it Ntato? Ntato, ne?
Ntato.
Yeah,
Ntato
Ntato.
Mashishi.
Yeah. Your best friend.
Yeah.
I
remember he used to get so mad when Shoashwi used to call him my handbag. He was like, "Na handbag. I am my own. I'm a makeup artist to celebrities, darling."
Yeah.
I
get handbag. Let's take some voice notes that have come through. Let's hear what you have to say. Hi.
Hello. Paul Mnisi Mvula and team. Mafikizolo there. Hi, Nkohla. Hi, Theo.
Hello.
This is Neo from Soshanguve, and I'm so glad that you made it this far because my first encounter with you, the first time when I saw you, you came to Soshanguve at my school. I was in middle school at that time. The school was Bakotlele Primary School. It was a crime awareness campaign in Soshanguve, and you came there the first time. So we didn't know you. We knew Bongo Muffin and Boom Shaka at the time. And when you were introduced to say Mafikizolo, we were like, yo, and you were performing there. And a lot of my friends said, you look a lot like me because I was quite tiny and I had a face and all that. So when I look at you on TV all the time, I'm like, oh, God, I never get also beautiful. So thank you guys. I think South Africa needs to celebrate you more than we have or more than we are doing now. You deserve your flowers. Thank you for the beautiful music. May God bless you mightily. We love you, Mafikizolo. Keep on doing the great thing. And the fashion. Ooh, la para monate, la para pila, le bate.
Thank you so much.
All right, there you go. Let's take another one. Voice note is Radio 2000. Hashtags shining a white star.
Yo, guys. I am so super proud of being a person from the West Rand. I'm proud of you guys. Keep shining. Love you so much. I'm happy that I also had an opportunity to meet the both of you in two separate occasions. I met Nkohla through Papa Khage and Tate Nqiza, and Theo. I met Theo, through another family member. I'm so happy, guys. You know what?
You sound it. He sounds it, this gentleman. It's Radio 2000, our music, your memories. Before we go, guys, there's a new single. I was asking you, Nipumla Nin, Theo?
We're not resting now. Actually, we're very excited to announce that we're doing our own, performance, Idwala live experience, at the Lyric, and we were encouraging people. When is the date?
26th of August.
Yeah.
The Lyric Theatre.
So come and experience Mafikizolo. We will be taking people down memory lane and also getting into the album and the songs that we will be performing on that night. But at the very same time, we'll have friends of Mafikizolo to come over, those whom we have featured, on the album and some we've worked with. And we're encouraging people to, go to our social media page, Mafikizolo_Africa, to get to know what's up with Mafikizolo, what we are into, where we're performing, and all the information about the show as well.
And the single is called Uhamba Nathi.
Uhamba Nathi.
Uhamba Nathi.
Yeah, all throughout the years, till now, 26 years, Uhamba Nathi.
Guys, hats off, for all the years. I think it's 26, if not 27 years that you guys have put into this. Hats off. And I've seen you guys, really, from the start. And I've just seen the progression. You are my peers.
Yeah.
And, I just marvel, at the success, at your humility as you grow. And I just say salute to you guys, and I wish you all the best moving forward. Mamire Makeba, wa resta stage. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
And I think as long as you can still grace those stages and make people happy, we're always there supporting you. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Still fresh, nothing Mafikizolo.
Yeah, Mafikizolo. Fresh like Mafikizolo.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is Mafikizolo. It's Radio 2000, our music, your memories, and of course, Miss Shanaga White Star.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Thanks, Paul. The top stories: measures in place to deal with Western Cape's cold weather, and press